Oof.
Sit back and be able to carry on conversations with confidence.
Learning a language with Babbel doesn't take long.
And with Babbel, it isn't hard.
It's perfect.
Babbel starts here. Go to Babbel.com and start for free. That's Babbel.com. 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 Hi, this is Ron Scott. After 10 weeks of taking Andro 400, I lost 13 pounds and my weight went from 36 to 33. That was 8 years ago. I continue to take Andro 400 and I've maintained my weight at 172. Gain of muscle and energy. I'm 63 now and feel better than I have in 30 years.
Hi, this is Sherry. My husband started taking Andro 400 a few months ago.
Can you move, you
Wow,
fucking
has
retard?
changed.
Damn.
He's no longer a couch
Fucking
potato, and
impatient.
He actually likes to go out and do
Doesn't
things
fucking
again.
wait for me to move.
First of all, he lost his sweat.
Fucking impatient.
He's looking good.
Damn, this fucking
All I have to say
retard.
about that is,
Andro 400 is a natural way to increase your testosterone. Guys, if you'd like to lose your belly fat, gain energy and muscle, and feel like you did years ago, try Andro 400, the safe, effective, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Andro400.com.
Are you suffering from plantar fasciitis and associated heel pain? Does your heel pain interfere with your activities and lifestyle? Doctors at Center for Clinical Research are currently conducting a clinical study using investigational injectable study medication for people with plantar fasciitis. If you're 18 to 75 years old and not diabetic with plantar fasciitis, you may be qualified to participate. Procedures and study medication at no cost, plus compensation for your time and travel. No health insurance is required. Plantar fasciitis, you may become part of the study. If interested in the plantar fasciitis study, call Center for Clinical Research at 800-363-106.
Sean, if you want to be a part of the program, Linda has some very good news. Our partners and friends at Preborn, apparently they have a here using the ultrasound to save lives and change hearts. Tell us what's happening.
Yeah, so we've been talking the last couple of weeks about how we want people to take back control of their dollar because the government loves to commandeer it. So here we have this awesome experience with our audience and many of the audiences that support Preborn, and they saved over 58,000 babies last year. So generous supporters like you in the Sean Hannity audience, you know, that means that you rescued 200 lives every single day. Every single day, 200 babies rescued, no government funding, all from your pockets, just giving the little bit that you can or as much as you can. So in honor of Mother's Day, we're hoping that everybody will join us in sponsoring ultrasounds for Preborn's entire network for the month of May. We're going to call this the Hannity Baby Shower. Sean, I know you're very excited about that title. And we know that once an expecting mom, you know, hears the sound of that heartbeat, you know, through the ultrasound, you feel this instant connection because you realize it's a life. It's not just a thing or cells or whatever they try to tell you at Planned Parenthood. So we want you to dial the number 250 on your cell phone, say the keyword baby, and that's pound 250 baby, or you can go to preborn.com/Sean, preborn.com/Sean, and you have to note this is Sean's Mother's Day when you donate. So all donations are tax deductible. This is the Hannity Baby Shower. We're super excited about it.
All right, preborn.com/Sean, that's SEAN. We do have you know, the world's getting crazier and crazier. I never thought we'd have to debate the issue of squatting. People that own homes now, tens of thousands of them, having them stolen, and there are more rights for the squatters and the thieves than there are for the homeowners that sacrifice pretty much everything to get into that home that they dreamed of. And it's just, you know, these things get more out of control by the day. I mean, I have a pack of stuff every day that I don't even have time to get to. You have a leading feminist group now slammed for defending inclusion of trans athletes in female sports and calling any critic, quote, white supremacist. Did you think we'd be discussing this? I didn't think I'd be discussing these issues when I started in radio and TV. I just didn't. You know, how sad was it, LSU, and I'm glad they got their asses kicked by Iowa, the NCAA women's basketball tournament, and man, they didn't even come out with the national anthem. Like, here we go again. Is it any surprise 5% drop in applications to Harvard? Would you really want your kids to go to woke Harvard at this point? I wouldn't. I have no interest in it. You have children's TV channel, the Cartoon Network, celebrating Transgender Day of Visibility. A cartoon channel? They can't even let kids watch cartoons without monitoring the content? Apparently not. In San Francisco, you have a drag group mocking Christians with a, quote, hunky Jesus and Foxy Mary contest on Easter Sunday. A Minnesota school district seeking to hire $100,000 to $200,000 anti-racist official who can examine whiteness. The job listing calls for an employee who cultivates a culture of accountability for a systemic racial equality transformation. This is now America. You know, we have the mob, the media, they're all in for all things Biden. Whoopi Goldberg, our old friend, claiming that voters have memory issues and slamming the stupid question, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? What's so stupid about that question? Are you? Well, maybe Whoopi's better off. Maybe her contract went up, and maybe she's making more money. I don't know. I'm sure she's paid very well working for The View. A Florida Supreme Court now has allowed the 6-week abortion ban to stay in effect, but the voters will have a final say in a referendum that will be on the ballot in November. Also one on legalization, I believe, of marijuana will be there as well. Things have gotten so bad in other countries. You know, I'm looking at J.K. Rowling of the Harry Potter series, and her next book could be Harry Potter and the Prisoner, because J.K. Rowling is daring police in her native Scotland to arrest her for misgendering transgender people after a new woke hate crime law took effect on Monday. And she said freedom of speech and belief are at the end in Scotland if the accurate description of biological sex is deemed criminal. She wrote this on X. Apparently out of the country, but if what I've written here qualifies as an offense under the terms of the new act, I look forward to being arrested when I return to the birthplace of the Scottish Enlightenment. I mean, this is the crazy world you now live in. This is the crazy world we all live in, and it is getting more insane hour by hour. All right, let's get back to our busy phone. Let us say hi to Mike in Virginia. Mike, how are you? Glad you called, sir.
I'm doing fine. It's a pleasure to talk with you, Sean.
I appreciate it. Glad you're out there. Thanks for checking in. 216 days to go. What's on your mind today?
All right, well, you know, I originally thought about calling and saying, you know, I'm worried about your reporting seems to be not quite what it used to be. I mean, I'd give you an A overall, period. And this is not to say that I'm 100% behind you, period. I think everybody feels the same. They love you. We support you. Maybe this is time to get a second wind. I know it's got to be frustrating.
Well, what is the but here? What don't you like? I mean, I'm willing to take constructive criticism from anybody, but just tell me what it is.
All right. Well, I have to say this, that the more I look at what's going on, and I look at the mission statement that Fox has, we provide a platform for diverse perspective voices and views, always supporting relentless reporting, bold thoughts, and opinions. And
why are you worried about what an organization has put out versus what I'm out there saying and doing every day? I mean, did you ever hear me say that?
That may be concerned about it.
Well, no, I'm asking you a question. Have you ever heard me say any of that? Because I've never seen any of this, to be very honest, and I know every corporation, feels compelled, because otherwise they're likely going to get sued, to put all this information out there. How many times have you heard me say, I'd eliminate most HR departments, you could have a one-page HR statement, and the first part of it would be optional. Love God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and your neighbor as yourself, adding, treat others the way you want to be treated. If you do that and you treat people nicely, I think that covers all the issues in the rest of the 4,000 or 400,000 pages that end up in HR books. So I've said that too.
I think you're doing a great job. Don't take it the wrong way. It's really just saying, we'd like to see some of the energy come back that you're known for. Maybe, there's been a lot of things come your way that have been unfair. Stories that you have broken, maybe some have backfired. But I want to let you know that...
Well, let me ask you a question. Have I backed off the Biden family syndicate? Have I backed off on the Justice Department and how they've weaponized the Justice Department? Have I backed off on the FBI being politicized and weaponized? Have I backed off on anything that you can mention, anything specific?
Well...
No, I want you to answer that. Have I backed off on any of it? Because the answer is no.
I think about 5 or 10% of the real news out there gets reported by Fox, and you can only report what your people in the field are giving you and so forth. But there's a lot of other news out readily available.
Well, let me just give you something straight here, because you're beginning to annoy me, because I have had and continue to have, and I've been very blessed to work in an environment with both my radio and TV partners, that I get to choose the topics. I get to run my own show, and they depend on me to be a responsible host and to fact check, and believe me, you can ask Linda, we spend hours fact checking a lot of things, because we have a desire to be accurate, unlike, I guess, many others in the media mob. But if there's some glaring omission in your mind, please just tell me what it is, and maybe I can fix it.
I think the thing to do is to send you an email, some thoughts I have, not to take up all your time on the air, but because I don't want you to take it the wrong way. Duffy supporter and all that. I just think that...
No, I appreciate the support, but I'm trying to get you to be specific, and you don't seem capable of doing that. And that's the part that is annoying.
Well, I can't do it on the air right now in this format, but I can certainly put it in an email to you that is more, again, I can address it better in an email, because I don't want to read from something I've written, but I can put an email to you and then see what you think.
All right, feel free, send it. Linda will tell you how to send us an email, but I have been very blessed in as much as I have partners in radio and TV. I don't own the Fox News channel. I don't want to own actually I wouldn't mind owning the Fox News channel. It's a pretty profitable organization. I have bosses like everybody else, but I will tell you that from day one in October 96 to today, that I have never been told what to say or not to say, and I have free reign to have full editorial control of both my radio and TV show. I have great radio partners that let me do the show the way that I want to do the show, and again, they trust my judgment, and they trust my ability to put on a good show, and we now have built up a pretty good track record over the years. Being a top show in radio and TV, I've been able to maintain that for longer than anybody else in both mediums. And I'm very grateful to all of you for that, because all of you could fire me every day. In terms of the energy, I can tell you with full confidence, I work harder now than I've ever worked in my life. Every year I work harder just to stay on top of things. The amount of hours that goes into work behind the scenes on this show and on TV, I can't even count them. From the minute I open my eyes after my 4 or 5 hours sleep, I'm go. I don't stop. And anybody in my life that knows me can confirm that. Is that a fair statement?
Yes.
That's all you have to say?
Yes. Well, I felt like you were on a roll, and I didn't want to interrupt. I didn't want to annoy you like a caller.
Well, let me ask you, what time do you get text messages from me? Throughout any given day?
All the time. All the time.
It never stops. And you're on a text chain with TV and with radio, and so is Sweet Baby James. And the text can come in at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 a.m., 7 a.m. in the morning. It can come across any time of day and night, correct?
That is correct.
I'm a maniac. I can't help it.
I don't think it's actually that you're a maniac. I think it's that the world is really horrible under Joe Biden. And to use your expression, it's like drinking from a fire hose. And I think that gentleman's comment, if I may pontificate, and I'm not him and I don't know him and I have nothing to do with him, but if I had to speculate what he meant, because, I was screening last week and I was talking to a lot of callers and they're like, oh, you didn't cover this, or, he didn't sound like he cared about this, or we didn't talk about this. And one of the things I said to people was like, yeah, we covered that every day for like a week. And they were like, what? I'm like, see, the problem is there's so much and none of it's good. And none of it is happy, and none of it makes you like leave the show going, oh, I have hope. So it's hard to say like, no, we did cover that, or we did talk to that person, or we did make a comment about that, or we interviewed that, and it's difficult. And I think they hear you and they're like, oh, you don't sound energized about the border, or you don't sound energized about Officer Diller, or you don't sound energized, and it's like, I am energized, but I'm drowning in the deluge of negative news every day.
How could anybody hear me yesterday and not know how viscerally angry I am about Officer Diller?
I mean, the guy on Thursday who didn't hear you on Monday is going to say, man, he seems really apathetic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the thing that our audience has to understand.
And if I will say this, and this is a frustrating part of this job, is that I bring in all of this material. You have seen my desk for years, and I'm looking at it now. I cannot reach across, because I have them in stacks. I can't reach to the end of the stack like that, because that's how much information. I can only get maybe 10% of what I'd love to get in on any given show, and do as deep a dive analysis as I want. And I try. I mean, we work really hard to get the news information we know you're not going to get from the media mob. That's an added pressure we have, because I know that a lot of what you're going to hear here on this program and what you're going to see on Hannity at 9 Eastern, you're not going to get from the mainstream media mob. They're all in for Biden, 100%. They're going to be the biggest donors to the Biden re-election campaign. They supported him hiding out in his basement throughout the entire 2020 election. They failed to report on even the most simple and basic and fundamental issues involving the president, like his cognitive decline. We've been on the front lines of pounding the crap out of that. For how long? Look, if I'm failing in that regard, I can only tell you it's not through lack of effort. It's not like I'm sleeping my life away, because I don't. The only real time I take for myself on any given day is the time that I have allocated to work out so I can live a little bit longer and do the best job that I can do. And I'm thankful to do it. I love it. It's my passion. But we're definitely open for criticism. You ask any host, I have no idea what other hosts do, because I don't have time to listen to them. I don't have time to
Well, we know what Joe Scarborough does. He makes songs about monkey houses.
You cannot control yourself.
So, audience, consider yourselves lucky. All right?
800-941-SEAN, our number as we continue. All right, let's face facts. America is not the same country that it once was. Violent crime spiking at an alarming rate. We talk about it every day. The media won't tell you about it. And in the wake of no bail laws, defund, dismantle, reimagine police departments, well, now departments are underfunded. Officers are leaving the force. New recruits nowhere to be found. Emergency response times have more than doubled in many places across the country. And the unsettling truth is this, that you, your family, your business, increasingly, you're on your own. It is a harsh reality to face, but ignoring it puts all of the people that you love at risk. Now, luckily, the former head of training for the FBI and the USCCA, they have partnered to bring you something I wish I had years ago. Everybody should get this. It's absolutely free. It's called the Complete Concealed Carry Family Defense Guide. Inside, you're going to learn proven ways to deter criminals, protect your home. Now, the USCCA also, around the country, they have different classes that you can take for situational self-defense. Maybe there's a place near you that would absolutely be worth your time. Check it out on their website. It's uscca.com/Hannity. uscca.com/Hannity. Do it today. Protect your family, protect your business.
Every day, Hannity's got something new. Sean Hannity is on right now.
Hey, it's Armstrong and Getty, and knowing the overtime rules is important when it comes to retirement planning and investment management because there are no do-overs in life, especially in retirement.
If you're looking for a local fiduciary who's licensed when it comes to loans, investments, insurance, basically all things money related, then please call our good friend Greg O'Donnell at the O'Donnell Financial Group.
For the past 3 decades, he's been helping people like you get peace of mind by planning for retirement. So just call Greg today at 866-496-2300 or visit him online at o'donnellfinancialgroup.com.
Again, that's o'donnellfinancialgroup.com or give him a call, 866-496-2300.
You owe it to yourself to know if you're going to be able to live that retirement lifestyle that you always dreamed of.
So call him now at 866-496-2300, online at o'donnellfinancialgroup.com or odfigroup.com. O'Donnell Financial, because planning is a process, not a product.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for health care can save many families up to $500 a month, and that is huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton. Like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. This is a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
The last time you checked your house for termites was probably when you bought your house. How long has that been? This is Joe Starkey. With one call to Pacific Coast Termite, a uniformed inspector will come to your home or business and answer your questions and inspect your property. Now, even if you don't think you have termites, I recommend you call Pacific Coast Termite for a free home inspection to make sure. Certain restrictions apply. If you do have termites, they can get rid of them with no tenting, no double bagging your food, no pet sitting. You can even be home while they do their work. Try doing that when there's a tent over your house. Get 10% off termite treatments and a 2-year guarantee on their work. Call 800-PACIFIC. That's 800-PACIFIC, or go to PacificCoastTermite.com.
Pacific Coast Termite kills termites.
The clean, friendly way.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Now back to Sean Hannity on Talk Radio 560 KSFO.
All right, that's going to wrap things up today. Border front and center today.